signed a lease. We do not have our keys. We've never met our landlord. So that's all happening today. Good morning, Fearless fam! We have begun our road trip. We are all the way in Burlington, Washington, which is about a 20-minute drive from my parents' house. So I dropped Eric at Starbucks. He's getting us coffee. I'm getting us gas. It's done pumping. Abe's very nervous. We got the car packed. You want to see it? Here's a little tour of the car. So as we get progressively closer to Portland, I'm getting like more and more nervous because I know that the snow is going to get thicker and thicker. And there's going to be snow the whole way down, so I kind of need to get over it. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like Abe, but I'm like better at hiding it. Also, we are slowed to basically a standstill right now. It looks like it's going to back up to I-5 quite a bit because I think an accident just happened and it looks really bad. Billowing smoke coming from up ahead. I hope everybody's okay. I see people standing on the side, so maybe they got out. It's a little scary. All I'm going to show you is the smoke billowing. I think you can probably see that. And then there's a massive fire truck right here. I'm not going to show you the car, though. I feel bad for whoever this is. Oh, there's multiple fire trucks. Jeez. Okay, that wasn't a long delay for us at all. That was a very, very short delay. But someone's car was on fire. It was like, it wasn't on fire when we passed it. They were in the process of putting out a fire. There's like a car on fire, lots of smoke. The firefighters are just like spraying straight into it. And then two guys standing on the side that looked really lost and like just, I can only imagine what I would do in that situation. I'd probably just call my mom and cry. Because I'm an adult. We made it to Portland. Eric is much better at driving in the snow than I am. It's really packed down. It's a lot like easier than last time, like even just to walk. I don't know if you guys remember from my Portland vlog, but we like took an hour to walk about a half mile. It was ridiculous. So yeah, now we're on a little walk with Abe, waiting once again for my friend to come home, and then we can just chill out tonight. It'll be fun. Goodbye, snowy Portland. Look at this, you guys. This is weird for Portland. Look at this. That's weird. That's very unusual for Portland. But yeah, it's been fun. We are headed back out on the road. This is like a horrible angle on me, but because my GoPro's plugged in, the cord's really short. But we are clearly in the car still. We're in Roseburg, Oregon, and I have a lap full of McDonald's, the classiest of road trip foods. You know what though, this morning we actually got breakfast in Portland at like a really cute little cafe. So that was our craft food for the day. Now we're on to commercial fast food type things. These fries are like super, super fresh. I'm just saying to Eric, are Chinese people alarmed at how much ice Americans consume? Because we asked for a large water and it's like mostly full of ice. I can only imagine a Chinese person's reaction if they were to do that. He's really good at eating hamburgers. You like it? So we are in Grants Pass right now. We have driven from Portland today, and Eric has been driving the entire time, and now I'm going to take over, and I think we only have like 2.5 hours left, something like that. So this guy's really looking forward to getting off the road, and I don't want to drive too much in the dark, so I'm not going to talk long. I did not vlog at all last night, but we stayed here, which is the Travel Lodge in Reading. And now we're headed back on the road. We're going to Hayward today. Only 3.5 hours of driving. I'm so excited. It sounds like a lot, but it is not. This is like a 14+ hour trip total, so this is like nothing, and we're really excited. This is like turning into a 3-day vlog basically. I'm sorry I didn't get up daily vlogs, but it's just like we got to the hotel and then it was like done. Like nothing is happening. I got probably 9 hours of sleep last night. It was a good night. This is the receipt they printed out for me at the gas station. Very helpful. Sorry I'm a bad vlogger, you guys, but there's not that much to vlog, to be honest with you. It's pretty much been this the whole time. When we were in Portland, that snow was a little more than what I could handle, so I was really happy to have Eric along. But it was kind of fun to drive in the snow. Like, I think my fear of ice and snow is like kind of melting away. I think we're also losing our minds maybe on the road. And also, Eric and I were just thinking about how many road trips we've been on together. So, in case you don't know, this is pre-blogging days. Well, pre-vlogging days. I actually did write a blog about this, and I'll try to remember to link it below. We actually road tripped from Southern California all the way to North Carolina one time. It was an interesting trip. It involved a breakdown of the car, like a 45-minute tow truck ride, and 4 days stuck in a cowboy town in Arizona. So it was interesting, but I did get to see the Grand Canyon on that trip. So in a way it made it worth it, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It was a good experience. After that trip, I knew I was going to marry Eric. And then this, I think, is our second time driving up and down from San Francisco to Anacortes. Christmas 2014, and then to leave to go to China. So we were thinking, like, how many miles have we road tripped together? A lot. I don't know. It's a lot, though. We've definitely done a lot. Also, if you're curious where we are right now, we're in Zamora. It's because someone missed our exit. It was actually it wasn't a very obvious exit.
Long title.
We missed our exit. Get on I-5 North now, and then take the 505 or something. I don't know. We actually have to turn on navigation at some point today too, which is going to be crazy because basically the whole drive down is just on one big freeway, which is the I-5. In case you're curious, we have not signed a lease. We do not have our keys. We've never met our landlord. So that's all happening today. So it's a big day today. He's doing pretty good on this trip, actually. How's your leg, buddy? We've been getting out and stretching more than we would probably without a dog in the car. Most of the time on the road, honestly, he like sits and stares out the window like he's doing now. Just watching the world go by. Looking for food. He's also eaten a decent amount of McDonald's on this trip, so he's like, why are you talking to me? Do you have sausage? Yay! In order to find the 505, we actually had to go to the next exit, turn around to get back on I-5 North, and then there's no north exit for the 505, so we had to do another get off, get back on the south, and then get on the 505. It's okay, whatever. We're here now. Also, Chinese people might find this very interesting. There are a lot of religious messages, like billboards and like just big displays that are like really, really religious all along the roadways on the whole I-5. Very interesting. Is Vacaville considered part of the bay? Because if it is, we're back in the bay. But either way, there's a Boudin here, which is, if you've been to San Francisco, you probably know what Boudin is. It's like the sourdough bakery company. They're like a historic bakery. We're making a quick stop here in Vacaville for some Starbucks. We're making a really good time. So as of right now, we're gonna show up like a little bit too early, so we can kind of go slow, which is nice. I got a black iced tea, and Eric got a black iced tea with a shot of espresso inside because we've been talking about it a lot lately, and I was like, that's gonna be gross. It's gonna be disgusting. Why would you ever do that? And he's like, I'm gonna do it. And then he actually ended up doing it. So let's see. It tastes like Chinese somehow. Like, maybe like, it reminds me of Thai iced tea in a weird way.
Cool.
I don't like it. I like my tea.
Yum.
I think I like the flavors separated. I think it's weird, but have
You're
at
weird.
it. Filled up the tank about a bajillion times on this trip, and we're at yet another gas station. Oh my god, there's an El Pollo Loco here. Holla at me if you like El Pollo Loco. I freaking love it there. The reason I really turned on the camera though was to ask you, why does Vacaville smell like stale cigarettes? All of a sudden, now that we're back in the bay, there's traffic again, like actual groups of cars on the road. I've been waiting for this moment. The moment I put my fast track back in my car. This is so exciting. I don't know why this is so exciting to me. I highly doubt you're gonna be able to see this, but San Francisco is in the distance. Oh my goodness.
And this is the Bay Area traffic.
And this is Bay Area traffic. We're now in Berkeley, which I'm not joking you, literally always has some kind of backup going on every single time I'm on this road. Literally the first sign I've seen that says Hayward on it. Oh, exciting. And traffic. We gotta stop because I have to pee really bad.
US Karate.
We're like 1 mile away from the house. We're driving to the house. We're like in our neighborhood, basically. It's exciting and kind of nerve-wracking. It's probably just because we're renting a place sight unseen, and also it's kind of a weird situation. Like we're kind of more one-on-one with the people who own the place. It's not like going through an agency or anything, so it's kind of crazy.
Awesome.
It's so cute. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.